I'm the first to admit I do like Marks and Spencer's food. I shop there when I can because it's just so lovely. However, they've gone down in my books this year because of their latest Christmas advert, which they've taken down. And this one, unbelievably, was on par with the John Lewis little boy who wore makeup, wore a dress, and destroyed his bourgeois house. And I think that was either last year or the year before. But that caused a hoo-ha as well. And so M&S's Christmas advert this year, there's many things going on with it. And yes, they've taken it down, but they haven't taken it down for the obvious reason, but for something far more, how can I describe it? I know, petty, very, very petty and unnoticeable. I'll get to that later. Now, this advert, every advert would have been seen by top executives at M&S, and I can imagine them sat there in the boardroom or in a conference watching this and being woke, clapping like seals. It just shows how completely out of touch they are with the British public. Except I don't think this advert was targeting British public. I think this advert, looking at it and having seen it, is targeting people who hate our Christmas traditions, and Christmas is a tradition. And this M&S advert completely destroyed everything Christmas related and replaced the word Christmas with thismas. And it's really poor taste because this is still a Christian country. We celebrate a Christian holiday every year, hence Christmas. And we do things our way, but it's Christmas themed. And it's basically a bunch of minority and middle class people who destroy Christmas decorations and traditional things that they do, like board games and the Christmas elf. I hate the Christmas elf, but it's Christmas, so I put up with it because it's our thing, isn't it? There's some guy who goes to put a fairy on top of a tree and gives it a dirty look and tuts. There's a woman who burns her Christmas cards. There's another one who bats the poor Christmas elf on a shelf, across a street. And the same guy who tutted at the Christmas fairy on top of the tree then throws the family's Monopoly game into the fish tank. And then some famous actress I've never heard of, they've managed to wheel out for this advert, she shreds a snowman or something. So it's a destruction of everything traditional Western Christmas. And I don't like it because it's a kick in the bollocks to everything we hold dear here in the West. And in my opinion, it's a step closer to getting rid of things like Christmas altogether because it offends other people who are unfamiliar with us and who we are, and yet expect us to bend over backwards for them. And so, because of backlash, M&S have shelved this advert, but it wasn't for all the reasons I've told you. Now, in one scene, one of these horrible people, they throw their Christmas hats all into a fireplace, and the Christmas hats all fall on the grate, the bit in front of the fire, and it just happens to be the colours of the Palestinian flag. So there's a red, white and green Christmas hats burning in the fireplace and hanging over the grate. Now, if somebody showed me a still of this scene and asked me, what does this represent? I would say, well, it's someone burning Christmas hats, not the Palestinian flag, or the Italian flag for that matter. It looks more like the Italian flag, but I don't think this was the maker's intentions at all. And because of this, M&S issued an apology, not for the fact that they trashed Christian values and a Christian holiday. Oh, no, that's fine, they can trash that. But because of what someone perceived to be something else, they bent over backwards. And this is what they said, and I quote, "Today we shared an outtake image from our Christmas clothing and home advert, which was recorded in August. It should see August. This is before this whole Hamas Palestine Israel thing kicked off. October the 7th, wasn't it, when Hamas committed their terrorist atrocity? Anyway, it goes on. It showed traditional festive coloured red, green and silver Christmas paper party hats in a fire grate. Whilst the intent was to playfully show that some people just don't enjoy wearing paper Christmas hats over the festive season, we have removed the post following feedback and we apologise for any unintentional hurt caused." End quote, M&S. So they've apologised to the people who hate our way of life, hate Christmas, Christian values, but they haven't apologised to the actual Christians for shitting on their religion or their beliefs, whatever. And that should tell you absolutely everything about M&S, the retail industry, and the direction this country's going, sadly. And there we go, that's my video. If you are like-minded, please comment, share, subscribe. And until the next time, Roger Trout.